12:07 a.m. The giant yew tree walks towards the house. The monster has arrived. I'm Sloan, and welcome to Mag Reviews. In this episode, I review A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This award-winning book is about a 14-year-old boy named Connor. Every night at 12:07 a.m., the giant yew tree behind his house turns into a huge monster and walks to Connor and talks to him. Connor thinks this is a dream, but when he wakes up, he finds yew berries all over his floor. Connor's mom is also very sick. Connor is now forced to live with his grandma because his mom is getting too sick. The monster still comes and visits and tells stories, but Connor learns something unexpected. This book is a 214-page long realistic fiction book. This is a bit of a challenging read because it's got some big words and a complicated message. I think this book is meant for people above the age of 11 because people younger wouldn't understand the story and message as well as older kids. The main character of this book is a 14-year-old boy named Connor. He's a quiet kid who has nightmares about a monster. This monster is originally a yew tree, but he moves to tell Connor stories. Connor feels like a real person with real problems. His conflict of his mother being sick feels real. This book is truly about how mental health can affect people in different ways. Sometimes it's very severe. This book is set 10 years in the past, in a small town in the United Kingdom. It's set on our world, a very realistic one. I felt the author did an excellent job of making a picture of the setting in my mind. It's very clear that he worked hard on that. Readers would very much enjoy this book a lot because it has a good and powerful message and good writing. Those are the exact reasons why I really enjoy this book. I also enjoyed it because it's an interesting subject. Most books in the same genre are about mental illness, but this book does a good job of talking about mental illness in a very unique way, but still keeping it real and interesting. This book made me sad because I thought about what it would be like if my mom was sick. I'd be extremely sad. I think because of the author's writing style, it made me feel that way. I feel like he tried to put that thought in your mind, and he did an excellent job of doing that. I also feel he did a good job of truly completing the book and not leaving anything crucial missing. Everything was explained in detail, and when I continued on reading, I didn't feel like I accidentally skipped a page. My favorite part of the book was when the monster was telling his stories. They were interesting and explained his past in a cool, interesting way. The stories were also important to the book and just didn't feel like filler. The author did a very good job of making them not feel boring and too long. I wouldn't change much if I was the author. He didn't do much bad for the book at all. The only problem I have with this book is how slow it can be. Pacing a book is difficult, but I would have picked up the pace just a little bit. I feel like readers, the ages 11 up, would enjoy this book because the younger kids would find it boring, but teenagers and adults would find this book interesting and important. Overall, I give this book a 4 stars. I liked it, but it's not my favorite style of book. I really think people enjoy this book a lot more than me. It's a powerful book with a good message. If I give it a 4 and it's not my type of book, then people who love this genre could love this book so much.